presentation. I even have a little admiration left over for the moderator. And listen to the two of you about the history of the station. I still call it Station 2, and then you, the young lady, with the bright technological view of the bright future. The green dream sitting next to you there, and then the apologist for the university at the end. and I'm trying to keep the beginning of this kind of light, because I'm going to get into something that I in terms of my question or my challenge really, that I often get very angry when I talk about. I'll try not to do that, because that's not very useful. And I want to couch it in terms of the moral act, the Hatch Act, Smith-Lever, that you had read in your presentation, and point out to you that on the farm, in the rural communities, we have degenerated in the past 50 years to a truly amazing degree. And I want to put it to you that while we celebrate this station and while we celebrate the university, we need to remember that in my hometown, for example, in 1963, the local tax base could support the entire school system. It basically decided how many mills to charge to support the entire school system. 10 years ago, that system was put together with two neighboring systems to get the school as big now as it was then. 3 years ago, that system went to a 4-day week, because even with state check, it couldn't afford to keep the school doors open 5 days a week. We've got a decrease in population. We've got farmers having been driven off the land for 70 years. Now, to fill blue-collar jobs in the city. Now we have blue-collar people that Wall Street has thrown out of work, and we have people in the Congress, and I said I wasn't going to do this. We have people in the Congress standing up to the microphone every day sneering at blue-collar people that are out of work and out of unemployment insurance. We've hit a hell of a patch. We really have. And I want to put it to you that there are some things about agriculture considered large, from the plant in the ground all the way to the eater of the food, that entire system. There are some things about agriculture that have thrived in the past half century, but my part of it has not. And I'd like to ask you or challenge you to speak to that a little bit.
All right, I'm holding the mic. Thanks, Jim. I'm sorry, could you just repeat the last phrase? There was something from agriculture that I didn't catch the word.
My part of agriculture, my local area, my rural place, has deteriorated to the point of nearly disappearing, while agriculture as a whole has thrived, the system as a whole.
I think we do see that across the countryside, and that is a huge concern. And I think in some ways, the way that we collectively have gone about productivity has not focused so much on the people as the productivity. So we need to be asking, also, in addition to what is the yield per acre, who's producing the yield per acre, and who do we need or want to be producing that yield per acre, and what community do they need around them to be able to do that successfully, to both support the community and be supported by the community. And so I think we need to approach the research agenda and the policy agenda and the market development agenda with more of those key questions in mind that we always ask and we always pay attention to.